and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Where are we? Downtown Paphos Harbour. Look at that for a view. A little bit chopsy mopsy and a little bit overcast, isn't it? A little bit grey. And the sea is looking a little bit grey-green today. Although if you look out further, it is looking quite blue. Temperature is around 18 degrees, so we can't complain too much. And there are quite a few people walking up and down the Paphos Promenade and Harbour area. So there's a lot of people having a good time in downtown Paphos. If you like what you see, hit the like, click that subscribe, and don't forget to keep coming back for a little bit more of my complete and utter madness. Let's go from the Paphos Harbour out onto the Tomb of the Kings Road and perhaps name one or two of the businesses that come into view along the way. So on this particular road now, when we get to the end of it, the Paphos Mall will be right in front of us. So if you were walking from the harbour, take you 15-20 minutes, shall we say, not far. And of course along the way there's quite a few businesses, mainly property sellers, that will try to entice you into buying a property. And you never know, you might find that perfect property just for you. And just coming up here is a shoe shop. If you want some fancy shoes, Clark's. And on the end over here, if you want a bit of pastry, perhaps if you're a member of the Nantwich crew, you could pop into there. Lady Jessica, Sir Simon, of course Princess Meghan, and the gangster known as Max can pop in there and get themselves a bite to eat. So we're now entering the area which is, well, famous now for the catacombs. And then they put this thing called the Paphos Skywalk. So it's a raised walkway. You start just over there on the left and you crescendo up. And if you look right in front of us now, you can see this well, rusty structure. That's how it's meant to look, by the way. And that is the Paphos Skywalk. Worth doing, there's no doubt about that. At the moment it's free of charge, although rumours are afoot that next year they're going to charge. So if you're in Paphos this year, go and do it. And then you can say you've done it. It didn't cost you a penny. This is Tomb of the Kings Avenue. That was the Kings Avenue Mall just over there on the right hand side. This is the Roman Hotel, which is currently closed. Bankruptcy, those kind of things. But when it reboots up, we'll let you know. Ben's Bar. What else over here? Nostalgia. Yes, that's sitting over there. If your name's Baron John, Baroness Louise. Yeah, of the Barnhawk fame. They like that little place over there. And there's one or two little watering holes along here. Of course, we've got Thomas Jungle, and we've got the pit stop as well. So these are the watering holes of the Baron and the Baroness. They'll be coming to Paphos in March and coming out again in April. And in April, they'll be bringing the baby Barnhawk and Harry the Keeper. Downtown Tomb of the Kings Avenue on a rather gloomy day, a little bit dull. And as I've said, we've had one or two thunderstorms today, so that scared the living daylights out of most people. And most people are wrapped up, sitting in front of the log burner with a dressing gown on and their woolly flip-flops as well. That's the King's Hotel over there, by the way, on the right-hand side, owned by the same gang who own the King's Restaurant in the harbour area. And if we take a left just down here, we're going to come out by the Paphos Beach Tourist Village. So we're going to have a quick look at it, shall we? Especially for Callie and Mally. And they're coming to Paphos very, very soon indeed. And so's a man called Sausage and Mash. And he likes to go and have a nice breakfast, and then he likes to go running off on the pathway from the resort to the Paphos Harbour. And you never know, he might drag Wendy along with him as well. So let's go and have a quick look and see where they're going to be booking in. And that is the rear of the Kissos Hotel, Lady Andrea, Sir Mart. There it is, the Paphos Beach Village, or Tourist Village, I think to give it its correct title. And that's it, right in front of us. And it sits on the cusp of the blue Mediterranean Sea. Closed at the moment, but it'll be rebooting up very, very soon indeed. And if your name's Mr. Ian from all the way in downtown Connors Quay, look at that. It's waiting especially for you. This one over here is the Elysium 5-star Hotel, and that's a very, very nice hotel indeed. Sits on the cusp of the blue Mediterranean Sea, and literally stone's throw from Tomb of the Kings Avenue. But if you're going to go on foot to the harbour, whether you go by King's Avenue or whether you go on the coastal pathway, it's probably going to take you around about 25-30 minutes. So something to consider, shall we say. Here we go, Lady Andrea, there's the Kissos Hotel. It's waiting for you. It'll be rebooting up in a few weeks' time, getting a bit of paint and those kind of things. And of course, you'll be booking in there very, very soon indeed. So here we are, back onto the main Tomb of the Kings Avenue, and we'll continue on our adventures. In front of us there, you've got the Vangelis Optical House. A lot of people come to Cyprus, don't they, and they get new prescription glasses, and I'm always told they're cheaper in Cyprus, so obviously that must be the case. And they say the service is very good, and they say it's very, very quick. So if you want a new set of specs, Vangelis Optical House could be that special place for you. There's KFC coming up on the left hand side. If you fancy a bit of chicken in your life and you want to be licking your fingers because it's finger licking good, that could be the place for you. And then just coming up here, this roundabout is where you would enter the Tomb of the Kings Archaeological site. So let's go circumnavigate it, shall we? Here we go. Tombs of the Kings. And there is the main entrance, and there's a man with a nice uniform on, and he's waiting especially for you. €2.50 if you want to go in there. That's what it costs. But if you've got your passport with you and you are over 65, for example, you don't have to pay, immaterial of what nationality you are. So if you can prove that you are 65, therefore you can go into all of these sites for free. Well, that's the government-owned sites. In other words, the archaeological sites and museums and that kind of thing. Let's get back on to the Tomb of the Kings Avenue, and let's keep going. Word of warning on this section of the road, by the way, especially as you start to exit Paphos, more often than not you'll find boys and girls waiting for you dressed in blue, and they normally got a speed gun in their hand as well, so they're trying to catch you. That's the Alvida Hotel just over there on the right hand side. If your name's Mr. Paul in downtown Mandrea, I'm talking to you. You had a great holiday just before you relocated out to Paphos, and now of course he's in downtown Mandrea with his Audi. Venus Beach Hotel, that's coming up on the left, and right across the road there is the Lidl supermarket. So if you want a croissant or perhaps a can of Coke, that could be the place that's waiting just for you. Now let's go off road and see if we can get a great view out across Venus Beach. So stick with us and have a quick look, because it looks nice, even though it's a bit gloomy. And there is something special about finishing a video with a great view indeed. So don't click off just yet. And well, forgive the off-roading that we're doing, shall we say. This is the main car park for Venus Beach. And Venus Beach is one of the best beaches in Paphos. If you've not been here before, well, it's worth coming to find, shall we say. There's the Venus Beach Hotel. So if you find that, you've found the Venus Beach. And the beach is open to the public, obviously. So let's keep going. Here we go. A bit of cappuccino on top of that blue Mediterranean Sea. Well, it's a little bit green today, isn't it? It's a little bit chilly out there. This is the brand new pathway, by the way. There you go, look at that. Feast your eyes and digest. Downtown Venus Beach on a truly spectacality of a day indeed. If you like what you see, hit the like, click the subscribe, and don't forget to come back for a little bit more of our complete and utter madness. And don't forget to go and hunt us down on the Buy Me a Coffee platform. That's where you can choose to gift us that virtual coffee or two. Google the magic words Buy Me a Coffee, Marika and me. Up will come our landing page, and you'll have the opportunity to read out a little bit more about us. And of course, you could choose to gift us that virtual coffee or two. You can also choose to join us as a superstar member at only €10 a month. That's all it costs to get yourself that little bit closer to Marika and me. A special title, birthday shout outs, anniversary shout outs, and of course on top of all of that, coming very, very soon indeed, is the Marika and me privilege card. Thanks for watching, and of course we'll look forward to seeing you again very, very soon indeed.